So, very good morning, everyone. Am I audible to all? Okay. So, very good morning, everybody. Welcome to the session again. I, Dr. Rashmi Saxena, welcome you all in today's session. That is the marketing management course. And in today's session, we are going to talk, of course, some of the relevant content in the module 2. So I'm going to share my slide. Just a second. Okay. So today's agenda is to discuss on analyzing the consumers and selecting the market. I hope you people have seen the syllabus already, that what is there in the syllabus. So you all will be aware about the content, that what sort of contents are there in all 5 modules. So like we have discussed already the module 1 in the previous session, and that was about the understanding the marketing in the new perspective. So we discussed that the some of the basic and fundamental aspects of the marketing management in the module 1 in the previous session. Now in today's session, I'm going to talk about the analyzing the consumer. So this is in sync, you can also say, or in the parallelly, all modules are designed in a way where it is going to talk about the entire picture of the marketing, about the updations of the marketing management, then the relevant components of the marketing management. So here in today's session, like the name implies, the analyzing the consumers and selecting the market, specific targeted audience is yours. So we have some criterias, we have some bases. On that basis, we can get to know how to analyze your consumers in the unstructured marketplaces, right? You are going to you will see the important aspect. Then the second aspect of this module is about the selecting the marketplaces. Now you are aware about your consumers, who are they, from where they are coming, what are their income groups, what are their likings, their purchasing pattern, what is going on in the trend. But how would you know the market where you are going to start your business activities is your actual marketplace? Or because market is so unstructured, market is so big, how would you know that the market is your actual market? So we will discuss all of these things in today's session. So shall we start the session? Because I have talked about the sessions, the essence, that what is going to talk about. Okay, so some of you are saying that my voice is not clear. How many of you are facing this issue that the voice is not clear to you? Those who are getting clear, they simply say yes or clear. Those who are not getting, please write no, so that I can understand.
1 किलो 150 ग्राम दे
So
दो
I
सर।
can see in the chat box that most of you are saying my voice is clear. So those who are not, you change your place. A connection issue is there, so that you can do, right? So let me start the session. So yes, I'm requesting everybody, those who are not getting me, please change your connection or change your place right now. Maybe the internet concern is there. So let me start the session now. So we have some learning objectives for this session, that first of all, we will be able to understand the consumer buying pattern, right? Consumer buying pattern. Okay, I again come close to my microphone. Then how to select the markets, then the types of consumer behavior, where we will be talking about especially the Henry Assel model, right? So let's start the session. So when it comes to the analyzing the consumers and selecting the market, so you will get to know this is a critical process in marketing that involves understanding the needs, preferences, behaviors, and characteristics of potential customers and identifying the most viable market segment to focus on, right? Uh, like I said before, that you are required to do two things. First thing is that you must aware about your consumer, right? Now my question is, from you, all of you, when it comes to analyze your consumers, when it comes to understand your consumers, what is the first step you will do, or what is the first step is required to know your consumer? Understand needs, market research, study about their business, market research, need, okay, know about the needs, customers, pattern like age, gender, market research. Right. Most of you are saying almost right thing, right? Because before doing anything, first of all, it is always required. And I also told in the first session that, whatever you're going to imply in the marketplace, first do the research. Research is very important about anything. Either you want to launch any new thing, or you are already there in the marketplace, but you want to make some changes, or you want to know about the updations, what is going on in the marketplace in terms of technology, in terms of consumer preferences and changes. So you're required to understand the changes and the problems or the obstacles which are coming in your way. So for that, simple answer is to do the market research. So once you are aware about your problem, your after that, once you complete your market research, so you get to know all of uh, the red flags, whatever the flags are there, whatever the problems are there, and accordingly you start working on it. One more thing also comes into the picture. If you are aware, or you have understood, or you have taken the module 2 assessment as well in the LMS. So market segmentation, there is a term which comes in every way. If you start diagnosing the marketplace or start understanding the marketplace, so market segmentation is what? This is the way we can do what? We can make the groups. We can make the small, we can do the research here as well. So segmentation is what? Is the first step in the marketplace you can do, where you can research about your consumer, about your market, about your industry, about the competition, about many other parameters also. So segmentation is what? Very true, Charul Agarwal. Divide the huge market into the subgroup. Very true. Yes, Shrija. Dividing the market into smaller group. Right. So market segmentation is what? It is about, dividing the entire marketplace or the unstructured marketplace into the smaller groups, into the smaller group. One chat I'm repeatedly getting in the chat box, that you did not complete module 1, you taught only one slide. Scope of marketing recording is available for you to see on Amigo, will be escalated to Amit Chauhan. It's not Amit Chauhan, it's Shri Ajit Chauhan ji. My chairman name is Mr. Ajit Chauhan ji, not Amit Chauhan. First of all, I will correct you. So Mr. Manoj, for your kind information, we cannot complete the entire module in one session. We are not here to teach you, right? We are not teaching you anything. We are here to discuss on certain content, right? Whatever the questions you have, if you have any specific question, Manoj, especially because such type of chats, disturb my session. But I have to give the answer here, whatever you are talking. So you are required to do what? There is a specific, feature in the LMS, that is the Ask a Professor. So you can connect to me through Ask a Professor as well, where you can raise your concern, your problem. I'm there to help you out definitely, and I'm helping many. I'm giving the answers of their questions through the Ask a Professor. In 1 hour session, even not myself, nobody can complete the entire syllabus, right? So this you need to understand first of all. One thing I also want to add here, that we will have phase 2 sessions as well. If you have missed first session, or you feel like to revise it again, so we will discuss the phase 2 in the coming time. So we will complete all 5 module sessions again, right? So whatever I'm discussing today, I will discuss one more time in the phase 2. So in that case, do not worry, but avoid such type of messages in the chat box, right? Because these are not the decent messages. So one thing also I want to say, that whatever the content we discuss in the session, we cannot explain all the content in one our session. So what we try to do, we try to give you the essence of the module, right? So whatever I'm discussing here, I'm trying to give you an essence of this, of the specific, module. So whatever the contents are there, you will not miss anything, but you will understand the module. This is the thing. Is it okay? Is it love puri attendance, it gets automatically submitted if you're here, so attendance is, is registered already. So shall I start, shall I continue? Because again, such type of chats, takes a lot of time. Okay. So I was talking about, analyzing the consumers and selecting the markets when it comes, right? And you are required to do what? You are required to do the segmentation, first of all. And segmentation is what? Segmentation is a process of dividing the bigger marketplace or the unstructured marketplace into the smaller groups. What are those smaller groups? Now when you research about your customers or consumers, and you get to know you have a varieties customers, various types of customers. Some of them are price friendly customers, some of them are price quality sensitive customers, some of them are like the fashion going or trend going customers, they can be, right? So in that case, what you can do, you can have these strata or subgroups. So out of the bigger marketplace, when you select the specific your marketplace, then you can work upon that, right? You can work upon that. We have many examples, Deepak. We can take any company example, like the Coca-Cola and Pepsi. If I take name, Coca-Cola main product is what? Coca-Cola's main product name is what? Soft drink, Coke, right? So why is it selling the other beverages also, or in other categories also, like Diet Coke, Zero Sugar, Fanta is, if I'm not wrong, Fanta is, yes, some of you are giving the exact answer. For targeting the different types of customers. Yes, Shrija, right? To target the different customers. So they have the requirement of the same product. Maybe I like Coca-Cola, you like Pepsi, other one like Fanta, or the fourth one like the Thumbs Up. So we somewhere, our need is common, that we want to have some drink which fulfills our need. But I'm liking Coca-Cola, you are liking Pepsi, other one is liking third brand, fourth brand, fifth brand. So they may have the different brands, but the need is same. So when I'm going to target too many people, because Coca-Cola and Pepsi, the name I'm taking right now, they are global brands. They are not stick to a specific country. They are the global brands. So when it comes to the global needs, do you think you do not need to have the various option plan? Don't you think? Tell me. You are required, you have to, because you have various taste people and you have to satisfy their needs, and accordingly you have to give them the service, right? Accordingly you have to come up with the solutions as well. And that is why, people have the different categories, different price point product. Even in these mass product, if I take any specific product name like toothpaste or hair oil, we see in the that it comes in various formations, various price points are there, volumes are different, ingredients are different. Why is it so? When the brand name is same, so I can come up with the single product only, with the same volume, with the same pricing strategy. Why do I need to have the multiple price options and the volume options and the quality and the ingredient options? Because to satisfy the different types of customer need. And that is why we do the segmentation is required because of it, right? So segmentation is what is a process of dividing the bigger market into the smaller marketplaces, and accordingly giving them the right services or the right product. Clear to everyone? Segmentation? Clear? Fast. Okay. Now, after the segmentation, we used to go to the second stage, that is the targeting. After doing the segmentation, after getting the marketplace on the basis of various parameters like the demographic factors, like the geographic factors, like the psychographic factors, like the benefits factor, showing after that you get your exact marketplace. Now, how would you target that marketplace? How would you know that the market, now you know this market is mine. Here, customers, my customers are there. Now, how would I target them? How would I tell? How would I portray my marketing strategies so that they can come to me? So, it's about the selection, target market selection, which involves the evaluating the different market segments and selecting the one or more segments to focus the marketing efforts and resources on. Like I said before, Pepsi and Coca-Cola or another, various brands, they are offering the different types of products. Now I know this group is the price sensitive customer, this group is the quality sensitive customer, this group is the fashion oriented group customers. Now accordingly I will prepare the marketing strategies, or just simple marketing strategies I will create and will imply to everyone. What would I do in that case in the targeting? Suppose I have three different marketplaces, three different market segments. So will I adopt the same policies, or will I apply the customized or the relevant? Yes. Different strategies. Customized, personalized, right? Because of what? Because if I'm going to sell my product to price sensitive customer and I'm selling them the premium product, if I'm going to sell them, and I talk about varieties, I talk about benefits and so many other things, right? Will they accept my things easily? Will they accept my things easily? Why? Because now connection is not getting established. I'm targeting to the wrong marketplace. Right. So if I want to target to the right marketplace, I have to come up with the tailored marketing strategies. Right. And accordingly, I have to give them the solutions, pricing. Yes, Fatima, pricing. Right pricing I have to give them. Right. So this is the targeting. Now, two things also come into the picture when it comes to the targeting. When the product nature is mass, it is for everyone. It is for everyone. Now when Now you put yourself in a picture where you are a marketer or you are a seller. You are selling X product to everyone. Now, what sort of marketing strategies you will opt here? Zuki, I'm talking about the targeting here, right? Because segmentation and targeting is the part of the analyzing the consumer and selecting the markets. Maybe the next slide. Okay, that we can do. Mass promotion. Yes, Ishita. Mass promotion. First check needs. True. Sapna. Mass promotion. Right. So in mass promotion, what sort of creativity or what sort of the basic thing I would do in the advertisements on in the promotion thing, because when the product is mass, so I cannot target to everyone. In that case I cannot target to everyone, so my message will be very simple and clear to everyone. This is the product, these are the benefits, these are the price variations, these are the quality variations, and with the simple and crisp messages. Yes, USP Trilok, very good. With USPs I will deliver my products when the product is in mass, right? Like for example, any mass product name, any mass product name. No, no. Shampoo is correct one, not Pepsi. Toothpaste is correct one. These are the core needs which we use on a daily basis, like the kitchenery items, like the personal care items, toothpaste. We everybody do in the morning and in the evening, toothpaste. So toothpaste, when it comes to the this basic product, will you think too much while purchasing the toothpaste? Of course, you may think about the brand and the quality and the price and the volume, but you will not think about much in detail or will not take much time. We will discuss in the next slide, in the Henry SL model, about the various types of consumer behavior. Right. So when the product is very generic, we do not put a lot of attention. We simply buy it. In any case, if I am a brand conscious person, and suppose Colgate is not available, so I can go to another brand also, because that will also do the same thing, but maybe not in that way which I am expecting. But when option is not available, so you can go by the other option. So when the product is very generic, very general, very common, very fundamental, I will go by the simple marketing strategies, which is for everybody. But when it comes to the specialized product, which is not for everyone, which is not for everybody, will I opt the same strategies or will I adopt the different strategies? When the product is not for everyone, different, different, and the customized, personalized, I can also, we can say. Yes, phones and electronics, Vineet. Phones and electronics. When the product is very specific in nature, very specialized, now we can take the brand's name here, right? Cloth, Vidhi, in the cloth category, suppose if you love to buy only brands like Zara, like, other, categories product, if you like to buy. Medical items, not Aditi. Medical items, not is the incorrect answer. Polo, HM. Now people are writing the names, right? So when the product is so specialized and the customer segment and the group is very, very prominent, very premium, which comes from a elite group or premium group, or maybe if I take the examples of politicians and your celebrities and actors and actresses, do they buy the same stuff which we used to buy normally in terms of daily lives, in terms of the regular usage. Even they have the similar needs, they are also using the mobile phone, they are also eating the same or almost the same meal, and wearing the same not the same, wearing their tires, but they are not buying the same stuff. Because of what? Because their market is different, their market is different from us. So this is what this actually talking about your consumer, your targeted audience. Who are they? Now, to target to such people, will you adopt the same policies which you were doing already with the mass people? Yes. Neeta Ambani using the stuffed gold icon. Yeah, okay, I'm not aware about that, about the Neeta Ambani's case. So there are two types of targeting marketing strategies. One is the differentiated, and the second one is the undifferentiated. So undifferentiated goes with the mass, and differentiated goes with the specific customers, or we can also say the micro marketing or the niche marketing, we can say, like decathlon in sportswear category. How many names are there in sports category? Decathlon, Nike, Puma, right? Adidas, right? So whatever the stuff you are getting from all these places, will you get the same product to the general store or to the from the general shoe marketplaces? Of course not, because of the pricing, because of the quality, because of the stuff, right? Like Bata, Lakhani, these are the very older names, right? You will not get the same product. So generalized market is different and the specific market is different. Now, as a marketer, when you target to the mass marketplace, you can go by the simple marketing strategies where you do not need to portray the very specificity, very relevant area, because the product is meant for everybody, right? But when it comes to the specific category, you have to deal with the specific need. iPhone is not meant for everybody. Even people do not have the requirement to use it, they are also using it because of they have the paying capacity plus willingness. They are just because of the part of the lifestyle. It is about their lifestyle concern. So just to maintain the lifestyle, just to, yes, purchasing power, willingness, show that, you know opinion could be different, to maintain the status, right? Because this shows the premiumness. So this is what now you can get. Now you will be understanding now that we have the similar need, but according to the different customers taste and preferences, marketers are choosing the specific marketing strategies, or sometimes the generalized marketing strategies. So I hope target market selection is clear to everyone now. After segmentation, target market selection. This course is so knowledge information sharing course it is, and I love to discuss on this course every time. I do not feel bored, because a lot of things are here to discuss. And like Manoj was writing in the chat box, I do also understand your concern. Because of what? Because you want us from us a lot of things, but you know of course there is a stipulated time period. We also have to maintain the same boundaries and other things. And but if you have any concern, you can come to me through Ask a Professor as well. We are there to help you out definitely. But this course is so interesting. That is the marketing. Yes, real life applications. Yes, Kulsum. This course is the real life. And you get to know very, in today's environment also, because, this paper is talking, not only talking about the traditional aspect, this is also talking about the advancement which are taking place in the marketplace. Now, AI, we need to discuss on AI, how AI is changing the marketplaces, right? How AI is, replacing the other things, how it is, making the task easier also. And AI is especially helping in the data predictions. Especially, you can take the help of AI in the data predictions, data analyze, you can do very easily. You can analyze the marketplace, future predictability, you can do very well. Right. So I do understand all of you concerns, because maybe you want to know more things from us. We are definitely here for you, but in stipulated time period, I won't be able to tell you or share you the much information. Now I come to the last part of this, that is the positioning. Shaheen, I will not discuss on this point right now because I am a positive person. So I always like to see the positive aspect of the things, that what we can do, how we can utilize the AI in our career, in our jobs, so we can make our task easier. Yes, some drawbacks are also there. I understand, Shaheen, things are there, but we should focus on the positive. So, market segmentation, then target market selection, consumer research, we have talked about. After that, positioning strategy come. After that, I will discuss on the market analysis. So, positioning strategy. So, segmentation, then targeting, and the last one is the positioning. So, you have segregated your marketplace, you have target them accordingly. If they are mass people, you have selected a different, marketing strategies. If it is a specific marketplace, you have the different plan of action for them. Now, how would you tell them? How would you tell them that you are there in the marketplace? How would you tell them in the positioning strategies? First of all, we need to understand what is positioning. Please do not ask the irrelevant question in the chat box. Plus, because try to ask the academic question related to the session only, because I will be able to focus on such questions. If you're talking about the login issues and the LMS issues, I won't be here to discuss. Please. So, advertisement, yes. Now, how would you do the advertisement? So, first, before the advertisement, you need to understand what is positioning. So, positioning is what? Positioning is a process of creating a space in the mind of consumer. Suppose you already know about, suppose I take one area only. Any product name you write in the chat box, any product names, accordingly I will tell. Nestle, Patanjali. Okay, FMCG company you're talking about. So we know about, we can consider Patanjali also in the same category, because Patanjali is giving a lot of product options. But I'm talking about the specific product, specific, not the brand I'm talking about, the Amul product I'm talking. Okay, let me give. So positioning, suppose I take the cosmetic products. So cosmetic products, especially for females, I'm talking about. So about Lakme, Mamaearth, maybe other companies are also there. I'm not aware the many companies name. So one many brands are already there in the marketplace, and I am going to launch ABC brand in the same marketplace. ABC brand name in the marketplace in the cosmetic category. Everything. A lot of names are coming in the chat box. Swiss, Sephora, Color Bar, and Dior Faces Canada. I'm not aware. Okay. So in the same category, when you want to penetrate in the same category, now how many of you know about the ABC company? How many of you know? No one. No one, because I'm going to launch. Even I have launched, but I'm not doing the marketing or advertisement. Then people will not get me. So it is about the consistent approach in terms of doing the marketing, and the objective is to let people aware about your brand by doing the continual promotion. We are seeing a lot of promotional things around us. I was seeing one of the movie promotion, which is coming again and again. The recent one movie, that is the Param Sundari, and it is everywhere. Celebrities are everywhere. They are in Delhi, they are in Jaipur, they are in south area. They are everywhere. They're talking about their story. Even the story is nothing. The story will be, and a story, definitely there will be some roles, and some some beauty areas, some different types of emotions would be there. But this is what this they are talking to the different mark segments in the different ways, and this is the way the PR is going on. Public relation is going, yes, Om Agarwal, to create a position in public mind, right? This is what? Creating a buzz, creating a buzz in the
पता नहीं
mind.
सर.
I was not aware about the this movie, but because of the consistent promotion, and they are everywhere. They are at YouTube. They are even in the news channel, every other places they are, and this is what this is creating a hype. Yes, Alpesh, this is creating a hype, and marketing is all about that. Marketing is all about that. Now, if your product turns out the best product, then this is a win-win situation. If marketing is too good, promotion is too good, but the product is flop, then now you can understand the situation of the organization, how it would it be, right? Won't be able to sustain in the marketplace, or they have to keep on changing and manipulating and doing the consistent, improvements in their offerings. This happens everywhere. So positioning is what? Positioning is a way of creating a space in the mind of consumer with the continual promotion. Yes, positive manipulation of people minds. Yes, very true, Sham. We are not talking about the wrong things. We are talking about the positive thing. So this is what creating a buzz in the mind of consumers. So it also goes with other products and services as well, right? This is the understanding. This is the beauty of the marketing, right? Creating the goodwill. Now you will be clear with the segmentation, targeting, and positioning, and this search as well. Clear? Yeah, marketing is not easy. Marketing is not easy, though it is easy, but according to your desired results, if it is according to your desires, if it is giving you the desired result, then it is good, best. Otherwise, it is a struggling. Right. So market analysis also, there is one more term. Now you can see now, everybody, we are discussing this one topic here, that is the analyzing consumers and selecting markets, and now it is 11:38, it's almost 11:40. How much discussion we have done here? It is not there in the LMS, it is not anywhere. Whatever the content we are discussing, it is nowhere. But this is what we are trying to bring the sense of this module, that what it is actually talking about. This is the way we try to discuss this session. And if you start telling us that, madam, you did not complete the session, you did not complete the entire syllabus, really, do you think we will be able, or will it justify with the understanding? So the third thing is the fifth thing is the market analysis. So market analysis is about, whenever you are going to enter in the marketplace, you also need to understand how many competitors are there, what is the trend is going on in your industry, in your own industry. Not, I'm not talking about other industry, but especially your industry, what shift it is, taking, what sort of changes are going on, what sort of developments are going on, and accordingly you also need to imbibe all those changes. Because of what? Because of, now you can see now, digital knowledge, digital information is in boom nowadays. Because of what? Because of the technology, because of the rise in the internet technology. We have many applications, we have many portals, we have many places, we have many institutions where we can study. Can you imagine the same thing if we go back in the past 10, 15, or 20 years back? The same thing, were we able to adopt such changes? It was there in your mind to get the online education? Even somebody will be
वो क्लास
there,
चलता है.
maybe, who is trying to do the new things. Yes, it has to face a lot of problems, and then critics and the various other hurdles, because market is not like that. Market is not supporting, market is not understanding your advanced thinking. But because of the changes in the external environment, in the technology, in the people mindset also, how intelligent you would be that you have adopted this online program. Because of what? Because somewhere you are already working. Those who are working, they want to add up some more technical information in their doings so that they can offer in the marketplace the best
बुला लिया
knowledge,
उनको तो
they
दे
can get the promotions and various other
दो
ways they are able to get more academic
सुना
information. Yes,
दहीवन
COVID-19
सब
is
दुनिया
one
में
of
जा
them.
दो
But
इससे
before
जलेबी का पलट
COVID-19,
दिया
things were there in the environment. But
हाँ बस
were aware. People were aware because we are
हम्म
all we online, we online university, Amity online. We were there in the environment before COVID-19 also, right? And we were successful at that time also. But this is what? This is the demand. This is the demand of the marketplace. I'm not promoting anybody here because I'm the part of the Amity, but I'm trying to tell you the truth. So, market analysis is what? Market analysis, you need to understand what sort of shifts are going to happen in the marketplace. Am I able to adopt? Will I be able to adopt all those changes? And nowadays, because of the shifts, digital, AI factor, data driven decision making, most of
सब
the
दही छुट्टी
businesses
में
are,
दिया
working on those areas.
दही
They
छुट्टी
are
में
taking
निकाला
now.
सबको अलग अलग
Nowadays, we are doing
जलेबी
the
में बदल
data driven
दिया
decision making. Do you understand the data driven decision making? Now it won't be there in your syllabus or it won't be there in your
नंदा
LMS, right? Data driven decision making. People are doing the data. What is it? Data driven decision making, data analysis. So you do some sort of campaign, you launch a certain campaign, and whatever the analytics come or the information comes, you analyze, you decode that information. You decode that information and you take the decision, correct decision making on that basis, like surveys, lean Six Sigma strategies, right? Like social media post analysis. Yes, you all are correct. You all are correct, right? So we are not taking the
हमें
decision
कोई
making
खड़ा हुआ है तुम्हें निकाला
on
था
the
फोन करते हैं तो
emotionally. We are not doing. We are not emotionally attached to a
बुला लिया
certain product to or from a or a certain marketplaces or to any specific situation. Whatever the information is coming in the marketplace, coming from the marketplace towards a certain issue, we are keeping all those information, accordingly giving the solution, right? Not we, everybody, most of us, they are using the same practice. So this is the market analysis. Is it clear to everyone now? This slide, now this slide took the entire session to let you understand the analyzing the consumers and selecting market. Now again, I think Manoj will complain this thing that madam, you did not complete the all slides and other things. But I can say whatever the content we have discussed today, this will be give you the entire essence of this module. Okay, consumer research, Priyanshu, is nothing. It is about knowing the uh, research. You need to understand research is what. Research is about information which is already there in the environment, and you want to know about the next level information or the new information you are seeking. Now when it comes to the consumer part, so you are trying to do know what, that who are your customers, what they are buying first of all, what they are not, so why they are not buying. Like your issue is the people or customers, those who are not happy with your offerings. So why is it so? Issue could be this or any other issue. I have just taken this information. Now on that point, you can research that why my customers are not accepting my things, what things they are not liking, what is not there according to their needs. Maybe price, maybe quality, maybe composition of the material, maybe they are not educated, they, or the product is, this is also possible. Product is also correct, market customer is also correct, but I am imbibing the wrong product to the wrong marketplace.
क्लास
Maybe
है
customer
MBA
is
वाली
not correct,
वाली क्लास है।
market I have not selected correctly. So this is what this is about: researching about your customer, your consumer, what they are liking, what they are not, how frequently they are changing your product, when they are shifting from your product to competitors product, what your competitors are offering. On that basis is your customers are skipping from your hands, so you need to understand the gaps, how many gaps are there, why your product, there are a lot of thing you can get to know about your customers. So you need to understand the research part. Research is about knowing a next level information, knowing about the next information is already there, but you want to know far ahead information, the second level or the next level information you want to know. Is it clear to you now? Consumer research, Priyanshi. Okay, okay. So let's okay. So we were talking about the fact, the markets and consumers. Now the question comes here: what are the factors which are affecting the consumer marketplaces or the consumer behavior? Now, if I talk to you and if I ask you, when you go to marketplace, what thing entice you or what thing motivates you to purchase anything? Demographics, okay, price, posters, reviews, need, branding, brand description, packaging, creativity, goodwill, ads. Okay, so the mixed responses we are getting here. So if you want to know about the enticing factors, there are basically two. One is the internal, second one is the external factor, which entice the customer. Now, in internal way, if I talk about, like you people are writing in the chat box, these are all the part of these internal factors mostly. One is the psychological factors, the motivation, attitudes, and beliefs, then perception, then learning and experience. So a lot of detailed things you will get to know. So mainly you can see the emotions and traits and the feelings which are coming from your within, something you see and you feel attracted towards it because of the color, flashy color, because of the packaging, because of the design. We do get enticed and purchase, this happens especially with females. When we used to buy anything in the marketplace or we are just shopping for ourselves, we are searching for bags, handbags, yes, a lot of other things. We do get enticed because even we do not have the need, but still because of the impulsive decision we are imbibed to, we are forced to buy it. So psychologically, motivation, attitude, what sort of attitude you have, what sort of a belief system as well, belief system about who you are, which background you have, social background, your family background, your religion, your culture, your subculture. A lot of things are there. I will not discuss these things in detail because few minutes are there. Then about your perception, then learning and experience. So these are the internal factors. The next factor is the external factor. So, in the external factors, when you see in your social environment, like your peer member, your superior, your junior, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, boyfriend, they are purchasing and you are getting attracted towards it. Your family members also, you are getting attracted towards it. That is the social influences or cultural influences about. Culturally, you are different. Suppose I am Hindu, you are not Hindu, other is Muslim, other is third is the Christian, and according to our culture, according to our customs, we are enticed towards a certain buying, right? I hope you people are. Economic factors, because of the recession, because of the downtime, because of the you know high time and uptime in the marketplace, we enticed in the marketplace. Then technological shifts when you see, then also it entice you towards a certain buying. Environmental influences like the eco-friendly behavior, nowadays a lot of behaviors you can see and analyze in the marketplace. People are shifting towards the eco-friendly product. This Ganesha festival is going on, right? And I also kept the in my house the Ganesh ji on this Ganesh festival. And I organic, yes, eco-friendly Ganesha. So this is what, where I do not want to, not myself only, but others also, in the society or in the culture way, we are trying to bring the green factor here, not to harm to our society and the plants and other resources. So people are shifting their behaviors. So environmental influences are also motivating towards a certain buying, right? Nowadays people are shifting their eating pattern. Nowadays you can see a lot of companies are there, direct marketing companies are there, those who are selling the supplements. Supplements in the form of like the, I have another session with me. Okay. Okay. So they are also, yes, herbal supplements, Ravi Kumar, whey protein, right? So most most of the chunks, they are shifting their behavior from the normal foods towards the this this food, that is the plant based foods, Gojiva, Herbalife, Maylin, a lot of vegan foods, right? So this is what, and organizations are also they are contributing in this society and towards the environmental influences, that whatever the action they are taking in their manufacturing process or in their production process, they are trying to protect the environment. Yes, so corporate social responsibility, and government is also awarding to such people, to such organizations where they are maintaining such factors also. So environmental, this is why your behavior is also changing. Nowadays people are also using the clay pots, mitti ke bartan, now they are using and steel from our kitchens. We are trying to bring that culture again because of the many infections, many many health issues, especially the cancer is becoming becoming the reason of it, right? So this is what, due to all those these factors, we are technological influences is about about the technology, about the change in the pattern. Suppose you have iPhone now, any specific version, and in the coming time, like in 2 months or 3 months, Apple again launch the new advanced series with the new features, with the new innovations, with the new pattern and designing and other stuffs. Will you buy it? Those who are the Apple lover, will you buy it? Okay, Vidhi is saying no. Piyu is saying yes. How many yes? Maybe no, no. So it's a mixed response. No, yes, no. Though I'm also part of this, your community that is no, I will also not buy it. But people are shifting their behaviors. People are shifting according to the changes, according to the updation, innovation which are going on in the market. We will meet up again, and don't worry, we will have more sessions in the